Okay, it's day 2 of binomial distributions, you guys. So the first 3 problems are a review of yesterday. So let's take a look. It says selected boxes of breakfast cereal, oh, we've all been here, contain a prize. Suppose that 5% of the boxes of your favorite cereal contain a prize and the other 95% contain the message, sorry, try again. You go to the grocery store and buy 25 boxes of your favorite breakfast cereal. Slight overkill, but you know, it's fine. Okay, so 5 boxes contain a prize. 25 boxes say sorry, and you buy, I'm sorry, 95% of the boxes say sorry. 25 boxes of cereal is what you purchased at the store. Find the probability that exactly 2 boxes contain a prize. Now, I think most of you like using the calculator function from yesterday, so I'm going to go with that. So it's exactly 2. So the probability that x equals 2. Is that binom PDF or CDF? PDF. Okay, and then you got to tell your calculator 3 different numbers. The first number it needs is the number of trials. How many trials are there, or attempts here, guys? 25. So now look at the question, because they gave you 2 percentages here. It says the probability that 2 of the boxes contains a prize. What's the probability of success? 0.05. Because remember, that's the probability you get a prize, and that probability of success there needs to be entered as a decimal. And then your next number is, how many successes do you want for this question? How many? 2. Okay, so we go to second vars. Now be careful, it's not the normal functions, it's the binomial functions. So you need to scroll down for those. And there's 2. So be careful, we want binom PDF. Okay, so we want the first one, binom PDF. So hit enter. And then I showed you yesterday, many of you come up with this screen, trials. There were 25 trials. Probability of success, 0.05. Number of successes, 2. About 23%, did you guys get? Find the probability that 5 boxes or less contain a prize. Okay. So does this include 5? Yeah, 5 boxes or less. So 5 or less. That includes 5. So the probability that x is less than or equal to 5. Is this binom PDF or CDF? I'm sorry, say it again. CDF. Remember, you guys, it's binom PDF whenever it's an exactly question. It's going to be binom CDF whenever it uses an inequality. Now, the numbers that it's asking for that you need to tell the calculator are the same. Number of trials, 25. Probability of success, 0.05. The third number is still number of successes, but what is it for this question? 5. Because CDF stands for cumulative. Cumulative, it means it counts down. So it will know to count down, but it needs to know what number to start counting with. You want everything 5 and lower. So you want 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 all added together. Okay, this function, same spot, but it's right below the binom PDF function. So back to second vars, scroll down. Ooh, 0.999. We round it. How many prizes do you expect to find in these 25 boxes? 1. What'd you do? Perfect. Remember the formula I gave you yesterday was N times P. N is your number of trials. She said 25. P is your probability of success times 0.05. You multiply those, you get 1.25, or you can write 1 prize. Either one works. Again, if this is on the multiple choice part, both of those are not going to be listed as answers. Okay, so that was a review of yesterday. You ready for today? Thanks. Okay, so keep in mind, you guys, the CDF function can only add up the probabilities of an event that are a specific value and lower. Well, what if you want a value and higher? Okay, you got to use complementary events. Okay, so remember, for complementary events, we're going to subtract what we don't want from 1. So using the same problem, it says, find the probability that 5 or more prizes or boxes contain a prize. So I want to find the probability that X is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, so I got to use 1 minus. I'm going to use complementary events because there's no feature in the calculator that counts up, only one that counts down. So we're going to use the complement. So we're going to subtract away what we don't want. Again, it's an inequality, so you got to do binomial CDF. My first number is the number of trials, still 25. Still going to town buying 25 boxes of your favorite cereal. Probability of success, probability of getting a prize is still 0.05. Now, you want 5 and higher. So you want to add up the probability of 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 all the way to 25, right? Because you're purchasing. What don't you want? If you want 5 and higher, you don't want 4 and lower. Your third number is 4 here. Okay? You're subtracting away what you don't want. Now, the biggest mistake people make here, they put the 1 minus on their paper and then forget to type in the 1 minus on their calculator. Okay, they just go right into binomial CDF. So you can type this all in at once, but don't forget that 1 minus. Just type that up front, and then go to second verse, binomial CDF, .007. Or that's the same as what percent, guys? Perfect. Okay, be careful with this next one. Find the probability that more than 3 boxes contain a prize. So the probability that X is that greater than 3 or greater than or equal to 3? It says more than 3, greater than 3. So since it's a greater than, okay, since it's greater than, you need the 1 minus. Binomial CDF. Okay, we're still buying 25 boxes of cereal. Probability of success is still 0.05. You want greater than 3. So what's the first number you want? 4. Okay, because you want greater than 3. So the first number, so you want like 4, 5, 6, ... all the way to 25. So what's that third number? What don't you want? 3 and lower. Okay, because remember, you want more than 3. So that's why sometimes I write out the numbers that I want. I want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 25. So then if I want the number starting at 4, that means I don't want 3 and lower. Okay. There's a reason why I gave you these two. They're different ways to word it. Okay, so just be careful and take your time on this question. Don't forget the 1 minus when you're typing it in. Did you get about 3.4%? Questions? Okay, we're going to do one more example that puts together everything from yesterday and just now. Okay? Here we go. You're taking a multiple choice test consisting of 50 questions. Got it? That's your number of trials or number of attempts. With 5 choices. This would never be anyone in this class, but it says suppose you have not studied and you have to guess on every single question. Like I said, no one here, no one here. Find the following probabilities. Okay, you guys, if there's 5 choices and you have to guess on every single question, what's your probability of success? What's your probability of getting a correct answer? What is it? 20%. Yep, 1 out of 5, which is 20%. Good, so let's write that down. The probability of getting a correct answer is then 1 out of 5, right? 1 correct answer out of 5 choices, which is 0.2. Okay. It says, find the probability of getting exactly 15 questions correct. PDF or CDF, guys? PDF, go. What'd you get? About what percent? Anyone? Yeah, 2.9, so about 3. Okay, either one's fine. Find the probability of getting a 50% or lower. Well, there's 50 questions, so it would be getting how many questions correct? 25. So it says, does it include 25? It says a 50%, so 25 questions or lower. So X is less than or equal to 25. Okay, is this binomial PDF or CDF? CDF. Do we need the 1 minus out in front? No, because it's a less than question. Still 50 questions. So your number of attempts or number of trials is 50. Probability of success is 0.2. What's your third number, guys? 25. Good. Oopsies. Nope. Ooh, this is like a really good life lesson question. Let's reread this question. Did you guys get about 0.99999? Or even if you wrote really close to 1 or 100%, that's fine. You guys, if you don't study at all for a test and you're guessing on 50 questions, the probability that you get a 50% or lower on that test is pretty likely. Okay? Just a little life lesson built in there. Okay? Study. In other words, just study. Like I said, it's not talking about anyone in this class. Find the probability of getting at least 10 questions correct on the test. What does at least 10 mean? 10 or, oh, I'm at least 30. Unfortunately, I'm not 30 or lower. I'm at least 30 years old. It's 10 higher. Okay? So probability at least 10 means probability x is greater than or equal to 10. Okay? So, is this binom PDF or CDF? CDF, because it uses an inequality. Now, do we need the 1 minus out in front? Yes, because it's a greater than. Remember, a calculator can only count down, not count up. So your job right now is to figure out what is that third number. So you want 10 and higher. So subtract away. What don't you want? 9. Good. Don't forget the 1 minus when you're typing it in your calculator. You guys get about 55.6% or about 56%. Okay, last one, guys. How many questions do you expect to get correct on the test? Someone said it. What is it? 10. What'd you do? 50 times 0.2. 10 questions. And that's it for binomial distributions, okay? Don't worry about the example on the front. I'd go right to the homework. I think you guys are good.